S-T-R-O.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like gross.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Arizona Cardinals.
We play to win. Let's go!
Set, ready. Time to end it. 50 seconds to Mike.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Kill.
Now Drake. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Hey, hold on.
Check tight.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep, Golden Tate.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Stand. Squeeze. Fight.
Jones now operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check it back. Check three.
Go on. Switch. Check. Break down. Be grip.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Yeah. Mike 58 right there. All right. Here we go. Let's go. Bravo. All right, let's get there. Leo. Check. Ready?
Throwing again. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Jones. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Wide, get wide. Check 31. Hey, lock it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Check back.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Murray. This is caught by Williams. Williams loses the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Check 13.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give running right, Drake. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Now a give, right side. Swift. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw is Murray. It's complete to Williams. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. A gain of 6 there on first.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On 2nd down, Swift. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
To throw, it's Murray. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. Oh, this is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They start on the ground with Gallman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Gallman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Look at me. Go, fight.
Here's Gallman. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now a handoff looking right. Runs through the contact, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ready up.
56 is the mic.
Hey, tight. There.
No. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
On 1st down, Swift. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5 now. Murray looking deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Ready, set.
58, come on.
Look, squeeze.
You better be afraid of me. Watch the eye. Undercrush.
Ready.
And to give this time to the tailback. Tyler Lancaster on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. This is Gallman. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend, show that he's right.
Gallman will run it, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the Cardinals' 26-yard line.
Ready.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Target. Out.
Rock it.
Now they try the right side here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set. 60 yours. Leo.
Shoot.
Go. Look at me. Zipper. Shoot.
Jones operating from the gun. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they double their lead, pushing it up now to 12-6. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, come on, El.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Going deep for Hopkins. It's caught inside the 25. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards.
That's another Cardinals first down.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Murray to air it out again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Murray now, 3rd and goal. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, as the first half is winding down, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the safety creep. Sit. Go out. Slam.
Now Jones to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Break. Look at me. Go up. Squeeze, double. Tighten up. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. He's coming.
Jones now. A final shot before break. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission.
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's get off the field. Look, squeeze. Squeeze, grip.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Hey, Orbit. He's coming. Check in. Who that? Down.
From the gun, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool. Instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
At the Giants' 40-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Quick throw into the hands of Hopkins out wide. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants. Williams, the former number. Six overall pick got the sack that time. Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Here we go. Hey!
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
Right back to him on first down. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Running, it's Drake. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. This is 3rd and goal, and this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Let's go, boys, bring it on.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Hey, block it. Check 3, check 3. Hard. Slow. No. Hey, Alpha.
On 3rd and 2, Jones hit and the ball's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. got a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big first down on a fake punt. What a call. 16 yards. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes just using a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, he's able to pick up the first down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, watch it. Go out. Crunch. Hit it.
Now Jones. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Kill. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
There. Hey, high 7. Watch the run. 5.
Here's Jones on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Throwing Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Gallman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Set. 10 logo. Go. Hey, echo. Mike 34. Go. Check Mike 34. Mike 34. Hey, wahoo. Hey. Any day. Mike 34. Scoot. Rock it.
2nd and 2. Finds his tight end Ingram. And here he'll get it down to the 7. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Cardinals' 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Hey, keep it up.
Hey, foxtrot. Yeah.
Here's 2nd and 8. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2.
5.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Cut. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Smooth.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got.
Shoot.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
That's it, baby. We go
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 36-yard line.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On 1st down, Drake. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
6, man. Check curls. Check 99. Check 99.
They'll try the left side. Swift. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. The handoff to the right side. It's Drake. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I got it.
On second down now, Swift. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw, Murray. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. On first down, Swift. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On 3rd down, Swift. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. This from 52, and this for the win. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. First throw of overtime for Murray. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one.